Hello everyone, welcome to my class. This is our third class. Okay, so students, after addition of two complex numbers, today we will discuss multiplication of two complex numbers or multiplication property of complex number. Okay, so let's see. Now multiplication of two complex numbers. Let z1 equals to a plus iv and z2 equals to c plus id be any two complex numbers. Then the product z1 z2 is defined as follows: z1 z2 equals to ac minus bd plus I into ad plus bc. Okay, again z1 z2 equals to ac minus bd plus I into ad plus bc. This is the real part, that's when ac minus bd is the real part of z1 z2 and ad plus bc is the imaginary part of z1 z2. Okay, now student, why ac minus bd? Here a into c, that's why ac, and ib into id, so equal to I square bd. So actually AC plus I square BD. So if we put I square equal to minus 1, that's mean minus BD. Okay, so that's why AC minus BD. Clear? For example, 3 plus I5 into 2 plus I6 equal to, first one is 3 into 2. Okay, after that minus 5 into 6. Why minus 5 into 6? Because I5 into I6, that's mean I square into 5 into 6, so I square equal to minus 1, that's why minus 1 into 5 into 6. Okay, and plus I into AD plus BC, that's mean 3 into 6 plus 5 into 2. Clear? So after that minus 24 plus 28i. Clear? Okay, so the multiplication of two complex numbers possesses the following properties, which we state without proofs. Okay, so first one is the closure law. The product of two complex numbers is a complex number. Okay, if z1 and z2 be two complex numbers, then the product of z1 z2, that means z1 z2 is also a complex numbers. Clear? So the product of two complex numbers is a complex number. The product z1 z2 is a complex number for all complex numbers z1 and z2. Okay, next one is commutative law. For any two complex numbers z1 and z2 such that z1 into z2 equals to z2 dot z1, that's mean if we multiply z1 dot z2, this equal to z2 dot z1. Clear? Next one is the associative law. For any three complex number z1 z2 and z3 such that z1 z2 in bracket into z3 equals to z1 into in bracket z2 into z3. Clear? So first one is closure law, second one is commutative law, third one is associative law, and after that the existence of multiplicative identity. The existence of multiplicative identity. There exists the complex number 1 plus I into 0 denoted as 1, because 1 equals to 1 plus I into 0, called the multiplicative identity such that z into 1 equals to z for every complex number z. Okay, now students, so given number is z into something equals to given number comes up, that's means z. So if we multiply 1, that's why z comes up, so z into 1 equals to z. Clear? That's why 1 is the multiplicative identity. For addition of two complex numbers, 0 is the additive identity, but here 1 is the multiplicative identity. Clear students? 0 is the additive identity, okay, and 1 is the multiplicative identity. Is it clear? Next one is the existence of multiplicative inverse for every non-zero complex number z equal to a plus ib or a plus bi, where a not equals to 0 and b not equals to 0. We have the complex number a by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square, denoted by 1 by z or z to the power minus 1 or z inverse, okay, called the multiplicative inverse of z, such that z into 1 by z equals to 1. So here the given number is z. If we multiply 1 by z, then the multiplicative identity, that's been 1, comes up. So 1 by z is the multiplicative inverse of z. If we simplify 1 by z, then we get 1 by z equals to a by a square plus b square plus I into minus b by a square plus b square. Clear? So minus z is the additive inverse of z, but here 1 by z is the multiplicative inverse of z. Clear? Now the distributive law for any three complex numbers z1, z2 and z3. First one is z1 in bracket z2 plus z3 equals to z1 into z2 plus z1 into z3, simply multiplication. And next z1 plus z2 in bracket into z3 equals to z1 into z3 plus z2 into z3. Okay, so this is called distributive law. Okay, now power of I. Okay, we know that IQ equals to I square into I. If we put I square equal to minus 1, then minus 1 into I, so minus I. So IQ equal to minus I. So next I to the power 4 can be written as I square whole square. So this equal to I square equal to minus 1 square. So minus 1 square means 1. So I4 equal to 1. I to the power 5 can be written as I square whole square into I. So I square equal to minus 1 whole square into I, that's mean I. Clear? So similarly I6 equal to minus 1. Clear? So I square equal to minus 1, IQ equal to minus I4 equal to 1, I5 equal to, that's mean I to the power 5 equals to I to the power 6 equal to minus 1. Also we have, if we take I to the power minus 1, that's mean 1 by I. So if we multiply by numerator and denominator by I, that's mean into I by I. So 1 into I, that's mean I, and I into I, that's mean I square, that's mean minus 1. So minus I. So I to the power minus 1 equal to minus 1. Similarly I to the power minus 2 equals to minus 1. I to the power minus 3 equals to I, and I to the power minus 4 equals to 1. Is it clear? Okay, or you can remember this result: I to the power 4k equals to 1, I to the power 4k plus 1 equals to I to the power 4k plus 2 equals to minus 1, and I to the power 4k plus 3 equals to minus I. Clear? That's mean if we find the value of I to the power 21, so simply 21 divided by 4, that's mean 4 into 5, so 21 is a remainder, that's mean 20 equal to 4 into 5 plus 1. So I to the power 21, this can be written as I to the power 4 into 5 plus 1. So this is 4k plus 1 form, that's mean this one 4k plus 1, here k equals to 5. So simply we can write I to the power 21, that's mean I. Clear? 4k plus 1, that's mean this one, so simply I. Suppose if we find the value of I to the power 33, I to the power 33, so simply 33 divided by 4, that's mean 4 8s are 32, again one remainder, so this can be written as I to the power 4 into 8 plus 1. So again 4k plus 1 form, so again I. If we take 34, that's mean this is plus 2, so 4k plus 2, that's the answer is minus 1. Clear? Okay. Now identities. We prove the following identity. Okay, so z1 plus z2 whole square equal to z1 square plus z2 square plus 2 into z1 z2 for all complex numbers z1 and z2. Simply a plus b whole square form. Okay, so here proof. We have z1 plus z2 whole square, this equal to z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z2 2 times. Okay, so after that z1 plus z2 into z1 plus z1 plus z2 into z2, distributive law. Here we apply distributive law. After that z1 into z1, that's mean z1 square. Next z2 into z1, again z1 into z2. Okay, and last one is z2 into z2, that's mean z2 square. So z1 square plus z1 z2 plus z1 z2 plus z2 square, so z1 square plus 2 z1 z2 plus z2 square. Okay, so z1 plus z2 whole square equal to z1 square plus z2 square plus 2 z1 z2 for all complex numbers z1 and z2. Okay, but proof not required, simply remember this result. Okay, clear? Similarly we can prove the following identities. Or next z1 minus z2 whole square, that's in a minus b whole square form. So a square, that's mean z1 square minus 2 z1 z2 plus z2 square. Next z1 plus z2 whole cube, a plus b whole cube form. So z1 cube plus 3 z1 square z2 plus 3 z1 z2 square plus z2 cube. Okay, so z1 plus z2 cube equals to z1 cube plus 3 z1 square into z2 plus 3 z1 z2 square plus z2 cube. Next z1 minus z2 cube, so equal to z1 cube minus 3 z1 square into z2 plus 3 z1 z2 square minus z2 cube. Next z1 square minus z2 square, that's mean a square minus b square form. So a plus b into a minus b, so here z1 plus z2 into z1 minus z2. Okay, clear? So remember 5 identities. Okay, remember these 5 identities. Okay students, now example 2. Express the following in the form of a plus ib. First one is minus 5i into 1 by 8 into I. Now solution. So minus 5i into 1 by 8 into I, this equal to, here is minus 5, here is 1 by 8, so minus 5 by 8. So here is I and here is also another I, so I into I, so I square. Okay, so minus 5 by 8 into I square. We know that I square equal to minus 1, so here minus 5 by 8 and I square equal to minus 1. After that minus 5 by 8 into minus 1, so plus 5 by 8. This is the result. But in your question given that write in the form of a plus ib, so 5 by 8 can be written as 5 by 8 plus 0 into I. Clear? Next question number 2. Minus I into twice I into minus 1 by 8 into I whole cube. Clear? So minus I into twice I into minus 1 by 8 into I whole cube, this equal to 2 into 1 by 8 into 8 into 8 3 times into I to the power 5. Why? Here is minus 1, here is minus 1 whole cube, that's mean minus, so minus minus plus. Okay, here is 2, that's mean 2. After that here is 1i, again here is 1i, and here is 3i, so 3 plus 1 plus 1, that's mean 5i, so that's why I to the power 5. Clear? Again minus I into twice I into minus 1 by 8 into I whole cube. This equal to 2 into 1 by 8 whole cube. That's why 1 by 8 into 8 into 8 3 times, and here is total 5i. I cube into I into I. So I to the power 5. Clear? So after that equal to 1 by 256. After simplification we get 1 by 256, and I to the power 5 can be written as I square whole square into I. Clear? So we know that I square equal to minus 1. So minus 1 square, that's mean plus 1, and simply I. That's mean 1 by 256. I is the answer. But if we write in the form of a plus ib, that's mean 0 plus 1 by 256 into I. Clear? Okay, now next example 3. Express 5 minus 3i whole cube in the form of a plus ib. Very simple. Okay, now solution. We have 5 minus 3i whole cube equals to a minus b whole cube form. So a cube, that's been 5 cube, minus 3 into a square b, that's been 5 square, into 3i, plus 3 into a b square, that's been 5 into 3i whole square, minus b cube, that's been 3i whole cube. So 5 cube, that's been 125, minus 3 into 25, that's been 225, sorry, 3 into 25 into 3, that's been 225, and here is I, that's why I. After that 3 into 5 into 9, so 135 plus 135, and I square equal to minus 1, that's been minus 135, and last one is 3i whole cube, so I cube equal to minus I, so that's why plus 27i. So after simplification, that's been 125 minus 135, so minus 10, and minus 225i plus 27i, that's been 198i. Okay, clear? So okay students, today's session is complete. Thank you. Bye.